Want to know how to use sample replacement or sample enhancement? I'm going to show you how. It's coming up. Hey, it's Andy from Studio Hustlers, where we show you how to get killer sounding tracks from your home studio with the gear that you already own. Subscribe to this channel for more videos on producing killer sounding tracks yourself. In this video, we're going over sample replacement or sample enhancement. Specifically, we're going to be looking at drum replacement and using drum sample enhancement for drum layering. Let's jump into it. All right, so I pulled this old song out of the hard drive, try to polish it up with some sample enhancement here. I have this drum set right here that is actually built with samples. But you can do the same thing if you actually recorded a whole drum set. You might call that, in that case, drum replacement, or maybe sample replacement, where you completely replace the sample, but we're actually going to blend the new sample with the original sample and kind of do what's called sample enhancement. You can do this with the drum replacement plugin. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way here. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to take, a kick sample and kind of stack it on top of existing kicks in my track, and blend the two together and get my own kick sound that I like. Okay, so let's take a listen to what we have by itself without the sample. All right, so this is kind of a fun song. I think this cymbals are fun because they're kind of cheap sounding. If you take a listen. Like, it's kind of corny, and I think it would fit better if I can get a kick that kind of complements that a little bit, and makes it sound a little bit cheaper, a little bit punchier, but not like a metal kick that punches through. But take a listen to the kick right now, kind of natural sounding. I'm gonna see if I can get more something like this, but not this intense. All right, but what we're going to do basically is just blend these together. So I'm going to stack the cheap kick on top of the original one, copy it a bunch of times, because you got to match them up perfectly, otherwise it's going to sound weird. Okay, so if you zoom up, basically what you got to do here, whoops, there we go, is get it to stack on there. Show you a little shortcut here. Okay, so this is the kick sample. I need to zoom up on the transient, right, where the actual wave's going to start spiking up. That's what we're going to try and grab. I'm in slip mode in Pro Tools. No matter what DAW you're in, you should be able to do this very similarly. But I have this button right here, tab to transient on. Okay, so I can literally just click in front of the wave, hit tab, and it already just finds it for me. Okay, I'm going to hit Command E in Pro Tools. It's actually going to cut the clip. Then I can delete that. Okay, so now this clip starts at the transient. All right, so this is important because now what we're going to do is actually group this with the original kick, and we're going to tab to this transient and then just hit paste a bunch of times. So what you have to do though first is only select the sample you want, Command C to copy it. Okay, then just get it out of the way for a second. Now what we're going to do is actually group these tracks together so we can kind of treat this as one, but it's not treating as one because we actually copied this separately, but I'll show you what I'm saying if this sounds confusing at first. Let's go ahead and group these two tracks together. Okay, I'm just going to call this kick. Okay, and now I'm basically going to click in front of this wave, hit tab, and now Command V. And look at that, we just basically pasted this kick, right on top of our existing kick. I can do it again, tab. Okay, it's going to tab to this because it thinks that's a transient, but basically we're going to go to this transient, Command V. Tab again, it's going to go to the next one, Command V. Let's go to the next one, Command V. And basically, we're going to do that a ton of times here. All right, and here you are. So we have all of these kicks matched up perfectly on top of our original kick. Okay, so now what we have is basically just solo these two things up. Let's take a listen to what we got. All right, let me turn this group off as opposed to just this. Okay, and then what you can do is, blend these together to taste. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just play the song and then just, blend it into how I like it. So this is without the sample on. Let's go ahead and fade it in. right, so let's turn it off and see that difference. All right, then you can even take it a step farther. And if you only like the part that's kind of cutting through, you can actually just do something simple like this. Let's just grab an EQ. I got a 7-band right here. Go ahead and just cut out the low end, like pretty significantly, and just pull it up, right? All right, just so you got that part that cuts through. All right. All right, as opposed to just by itself with the original kick. All right, it kind of blends the entire drum sound together because you got these cheap sounding crashes here that are kind of cool for this song. Let's take a listen here. To me, this sounds kind of like an island type song. It's called Margaritas Daily. Kind of a funny song. But yeah, you get the idea there. Now what you can do from here is, set the output of these two tracks to the input of a new auxiliary track, and then you can just edit that as one. Once you get a good blend that you like, then what I would do from here would be to bounce that onto its own audio track so they're already blended, and kind of do as much of the heavy lifting before you even get to mixing. Don't try to fix your song or do the magic in mixing, okay? Because it's not gonna work. You're gonna waste all your time. Try to, either re-record, or if you can do something like this in production and build the sound before mixing, that's what you want to do. So I just showed you how to layer drums with sample replacement or sample enhancement. Drum replacement is something that I do on pretty much every single track that I produce to get the exact drum sound that I want for the song. I suggest you go online and get a sample pack or two, and I'll list a couple that I like in the description down below. Also, off topic from sample replacement, grab my free video course called the Quick and Easy Vocal Production System. It's a completely free course that shows you exactly how to make the singer sound like a star every single time. I'm removing it soon and replacing it with something else, so grab it now before it's gone. It's free. Lastly, hit that subscribe button for more videos on recording and mixing killer sounding tracks from your home studio. I'm Andy from StudioHustlers.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.